Hey everybody, how are we all doing? Um, Thank you for joining me this evening. This light's not very good. I do this every time. The light is not very good. Very dark on my screen. 2 seconds while I turn the light on. Oh, where's it gone? Oh, there it is. Okay, that's better. Yay! So, can everyone see me and can everybody hear me? First of all, because I feel like I sound really quiet, but I'll explain that in a minute. Pardon me. Someone's just messaged me. One of you two messaged me? Has anybody in my room messaged me? Right, I know that for now. Okay. Um, Thank you all for coming. Who have we got in the room this evening? Shall we have a look? We have got Becca. Hi, Becca. We've got Simon. Hello, Simon. Twist is here. Hey, Twist. We've got Selkie. Oh, all my favourites. So that's good. How is everyone, first of all? How's everyone doing this Monday evening? Oh, Mondays. Oh, Naomi's here. Hello, Naomi. Mondays. I know from a lot of people, Mondays are always a hard day to get through. So today's my first day off. So I've got 4 days off now. So off until Friday morning. With it being my first day off, I didn't set an alarm this morning, so I didn't wake up till like 9:30. I just sort of potted around, done some admin today, went to the supermarket, and about an hour ago, I started to get a headache. So I was like, oh, I don't want to have a headache. So I've taken some painkillers about half an hour ago, took some paracetamol, but it's actually starting to develop. And the other week, a couple of weeks ago, I had a huge migraine at work, and I've not had migraines for years. And this is starting to feel like it might be a migraine coming on. I can feel it in my head. So hopefully, I'll last through the time we have together this evening. If things get too bad, I will have to end it early. I feel really rough. I've got a bottle of cider which I opened earlier on that I've just been sipping at. I really shouldn't be drinking it, but I don't want to waste it. That's just like really rude if I waste the bottle of cider. So hopefully this will not develop into a full migraine. Otherwise, I'll be a very sad boy because I get really pathetic when I'm unwell. Turn that light off again. Yeah, but if I turn the light off, Becca, then you can't see my face. It is really bright. Um, so I want to make sure you guys can see me. If it gets too bad, I will turn that light off because I've got every light on. It's obviously to make me look better on camera, I suppose. But I look really bad. Look, I've got like deep red sort of puffiness on my cheeks. Is that puffiness or am I just red? God, I look red, don't I? It looked fine before. Okay, okay. I'm gonna do as I'm told. I'm gonna do as I'm told. Okay. Is that okay? Oh, that is so much better already. Already, that is like so much better. But I'm really red. Maybe it's just like the shirt. I don't know. So, the most random start to my life ever. You look like you're coming down with something. Well, so in relation to that, obviously, everyone at the moment is acutely aware of the coronavirus COVID-19, which is currently doing the rounds of the globe. Some news came out this morning that one of the new cases that has tested positive for the virus in the UK lives in Bury, which is one of the towns on the outskirts of Manchester. It's part of Greater Manchester. Now, this person flew back from Italy via Manchester Airport. So I'm like, oh no, what happens if he was on a flight that I did and I handled his baggage and just silly thoughts like that. I doubt it is that. I think it's just a migraine coming on, possibly. Hopefully, it's just a bad headache. It's been an hour now since I took some painkillers, so yeah. But hopefully, it's not coronavirus. Despite the fact I work at a location where somebody has flown back into the UK and then tested positive. Oh, I'm just rabbiting on, and there's loads of people here that I've not said hello to yet. I'm so sorry. Um, let us have a look who we have here now. So Naomi's come in. Hello, Naomi. We've got Little Zen Crone. Hello. Maharet. Hello. Oh, there's loads of people coming in. Oh, that's good. Okay, because although I always worry when I do my lives whether I'm just going to be talking at the camera, well, like I am at the moment, just talking at the camera, just verbalizing everything that's in my head, which is not always good. Not always good at all. So I was chatting with Simon earlier today, and I said I might do a live this evening and have a chat with people, just because I've not been on for a couple of weeks since I opened up my Moonbox. Oh, Al, say hi, Al. Since I opened up my Moonbox, and it feels ages since that happened. I know it's probably not ages, but it feels like it's only 2 weeks, but it feels longer to me. It feels like I've not really been around for a while. Now, I have been doing things the past couple of weeks in the background, which I do want to talk to you guys about. So I have been planning out and working out topics. I forgot Jilly. Who forgot Jilly? Did I forget Jilly? Have I missed Jilly? What? I can't see her. Right. Sorry. I keep getting distracted by the comments. So yeah, I've been planning out and working out the topics for a series that I'm going to do starting in this month. Starting this month. It's something that Al requested a few lives back, actually. It's going to be called Baby Witching. And it's Baby Witching, a guide for the new baby witch. So that is going to be starting in the next 2 weeks, I think. I've not filmed any videos yet because I do want them to get feedback in the comments. There'll be pre-recorded videos. And I might even do them as premieres so I can like be in the chat with people. And so I still haven't decided how. I didn't want to do them as lives. I wanted them to be proper videos that have been properly edited so that you can pause when you need to. You want to make notes and things like that. So it's going to be an actual baby witch in school, really. And I'm going to try and do it. I've had a look at some videos on YouTube in relation to like introduction to witchcraft and things like that. And they sort of go down the path of the ones that I've watched. I've not watched every single one, but the ones that I've watched sort of go down the path of being witchcraft tied into the religion of Wicca or the practice of Wicca. And I wanted to sort of try and keep witchcraft and spellcraft, I suppose you would call it, separate. Try and keep it as separate from the sort of Wicca, or it's very difficult though because they both intersect. Well, for me, they both intersect. So I'm trying to do research into different types of spellcraft and how we can get it away from a pagan-centered belief, because it's not all to do that. But anyway, let's skip over that because I'll be talking about that in my introductory video, and then so there'll be 2 videos coming out in 2 weeks: the introduction to the series and then the first one. And I'm going to give you a little spoiler. The first video is going to be focused on candle magic, which is dead easy. So that's what I was going to do. And that's one question I wanted to ask Al, because Al, who's in the room, uh, suggested I do this video of baby witching. And Al, I wanted to check because I've got a few ideas, and I've got a notebook. Actually, I've got a notebook full of ideas. Um, so, are you looking for like baby witching videos on magic or like spellcraft, like the uses of candles, herbs, crystals, etc. in spells, or are you looking at witchcraft in relation to the rituals surrounding what's probably termed neo-paganism, nature worship, like pagans, Wiccans, Druids? You know, are you looking at more ritual and stuff tied into that, or just the pure spell side of it, spellcraft? Please tell me Al's still here, because that was a really long question. Oh, hi, Sandra. Okay, so Simon wants both, which makes my life much actually, that does make my life easier because it does all interweave. Trying to separate has been quite difficult, but that makes my life so much easier. So we're all happy with like the first video is going to be on candle magic. So I could do this. It's going to be a spellcraft video, and it's going to be on candle magic, and we'll get the basics of candle magic down because it's super easy. So that is going to be the first one. Both sound good. Okay. All right. Okay. It does make my life easier because it means I can, instead of trying to like make it as pure as possible, I can have it where my life intersects it, because it intersects it quite a lot. So that's really good. Okay, that makes okay. I know where I'm going to go. Okay, that's fine. YouTube is shifting up a gear recently. Al, don't worry about your guide. I've just seen the message, and don't worry about that. But yeah, just text back whenever you want. Okay, yeah, Twist. Not Twist, sorry. Ozak. Yeah. Okay, then we'll focus on basic stuff. We go back to basics, and we're going to start with candle magic because candle magic's really easy, really basic. And then from that base, you can add all sorts of things. See, I'm starting to talk about my ideas. I need to stop because I'm spoiling my own future videos. Because this is all going to be part of the candle magic video. So I need to stop. I'm going through my script. Stop, Dan. Stop. It's because I've been writing today. I've actually written, well, not really a script, but like bullet points of what I want to talk to. So yeah, I've done that today. So I need to stop reciting my script because I'm just ruining the video. Oh, what is going on? I see. I'm so not with it this evening. I'm so not with it. I'm definitely coming down with something. It feels like a migraine, but hopefully it won't be. But yeah, oh, I'm all sketchy and all over the place. I'm so sorry, everybody. Normally, I'm much more professional. Simon wants Dan to teach him how to be a practicing witch. Okay, I can teach it from my point of view, and from my rituals. I can also add in a bit of Wicca. Um, we can do all sorts. I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to this. Embryo witch magic. Ow. Don't even know how to respond to that. I am literally lost for words, Al. Okay, I'm clearly missing the comments. I'm so bad. I'm so bad at lives because I always miss the comments. Which tutorials by which I would trust Dan to teach to. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, right. So that was one little announcement I wanted to make. Um, I decided to do this to see if you guys wanted to ask me anything, like a Q&A. It's been a long, long time. It's been a good 6 months, I think, a while since I've done a Q&A, maybe earlier this year. Um, and it's been a while since we've had a live that wasn't uh, an unboxing, because I think the last live we did, we talked about books, ghosts, and tarot, I think it was. So yeah, please, if you have any questions that you want to ask me, please ask away, and I will do my best to answer them. I'll also try not to give away any spoilers about the Baby Witching series. Oh, hello, Butterfly Chat. I didn't see you come in the room. I'm so sorry. So you're looking just for some minor stuff. You get confused at spellcraft because if you explain what the greens are used for example, okay. Oh no, I'm going to spoil it for myself. No, this is like part of the introductory video. I will, in every baby witching lesson, we will talk about what each thing is and what it's used for and why it's used for, the associations. So when we do our candle magic lesson, we'll talk about the different colours of candles and why those colours are used that way. Because if you get a really good basic knowledge of different things, you're able to craft your own rituals with your own intent, and that is a much more powerful way to work with ritual magic, because you are adding your own creation to it, and it's just wonderful when you do that. But the only way you can do that is to understand each basic part and how you weave it together. So, Twist said, I want to know if you're a non-theist. I can't remember. You've told me before. Now, I'm going to sound really silly. What's a non-theist? I don't know what that word means. Can somebody answer that? Can someone tell me what a non-theist is? I should really stop drinking this cider. Oh, like, do I have a god you follow? Okay, right. We have spoken about this before. We spoke about it when I did my divine masculine versus sacred feminine video, which I thought was going to be super controversial, but luckily it wasn't controversial, thankfully. So my belief is that we all come from everything that is around us that's ever been created in our entire universe, comes from something that I term the divine. This is a basis in a lot of witchcraft, pagan sort of beliefs, Wicca being one of them. Now, my tiny little brain is so dinky, it is not able to understand what the divine is. So in order for us to work this out as a person with a brain, I believe that we have split them into the god and goddess, and so into the god and goddess, the god and the goddess, and then underneath them you have different avataric aspects. So you break the goddess down into the maiden, the mother, the crone. Now, depending what you're trying to do and depending on the time of the year, different energies will come. And in order for us to understand that, we separate it. So we all know that Samhain is a time for crone energy. But that crone energy, you could manifest that as Hecate, for example. But Hecate is is a character that's been created from the what's the word? It's on the tip of my tongue. From the archetype of the crone, and the crone comes from the goddess. the goddess is from the divine, so it's all linked together. It's just a way for us to articulate it, and a way for us to understand it, and a way for us to use that energy, especially when it comes to like spellcraft and ritual work. So I have in the past worked with deity, and I would do again, but I don't believe that there are like that Pan is a god, or I'm trying to think of like Athena and people like that. I don't believe they're actual gods, they're actual individuals, as we would understand it. I just believe they're an aspect of the divine, um, if that makes sense. So I don't know, does that make me a non-theist? I don't understand. But that's the simple answer to a very complex question, if that makes sense. Simon says that's how he sees it as well. It is the same as the Hindu pantheon. They are all expressions of the one divine source. Exactly. Right. I have gone. While I've been answering that question, I have since scrolled past. So let's go back to the questions. So Salki says, "How is the job hunting going?" So I applied for OpenReach. My application was accepted. I did a video interview, and I'm still waiting for an assessment centre. Some people can wait months, some people can wait weeks. It's just a waiting game now. But I'm very hopeful that I am going to get a place on an assessment centre, and then obviously hopefully get the job. So at the moment, I'm not actively looking. My current work isn't terrible. Pardon me. It's just the hours that I don't like. Just the hours. But yeah, everything's going okay. So, oh, just seeing your comment, Simon, that you're going to buy a journal for it and turn it into your first book of shadows. Well, that's good because there are going to be tasks at the end of each baby witching lesson that I will ask you to go away and do, and then come back and either put your answers in your experiences in the comments. But if you're going to get a journal, do your task, and then you write down your opinions, your thoughts, your feelings, the results after it. And that is a great way to grow your book of shadows. A great way to grow your book of shadows. So, wow, that's good. So, okay, let's then Crone. The rules are you can ask anything. I'm an open book. So ask anything witchy, ask anything personal, as long as I'm obviously happy to tell you. Yeah, I'm an open book for you guys. So Al wants to know what the difference between a book of shadows and a grimoire is. Right. A grimoire is a collection of knowledge and information. So you would have information about the sabbats in there and the herbs you're going to use and the ritual you do for each sabbat. You would create it like almost like a textbook or an encyclopedia. It's basically a witchy textbook, a grimoire. Now, a Book of Shadows is something different. A Book of Shadows is a witch's journal about their magical journey. So in there, you will write down spells. You will write information about the sabbats as well. You will write down results of meditations or stories from your path working. If you're using tarot, you'll put tarot spreads in there, and it'll be a chronological exploration as opposed to a textbook with everything in sections. And in a grimoire, you generally don't write your thoughts, your feelings. It's more of a textbook, or that's how I see it. If that makes sense. So I'm going to scroll back down to where I last got to. So twist, Dan, that makes perfect sense. Your path includes divinity without deity. Exactly, but I will use a deity if I need to focus on something particular. Like I've worked with Hecate before, so yeah. And that's really useful when you want to really focus your intentions into a particular aspect. But that'll come part of the baby witching series because that'll come into it. Because we will have a lesson on using deity in magic or ritual. Um, Sorry, I'm just reading stuff. I should read out loud. Ozark, I like that, Simon. All expressions of one divine source. Like, I'm Donna, but I'm also mother, wife, sister, daughter, hillbilly, village weirdo. Exactly, Donna. And sometimes you have to tap into your village weirdo more than you tap into your wife's side, more than you tap into your sister's side. But it's all part of the crazy mush that is Donna. Um, Simon, no homework, please. I'll have a meltdown. No, because you'll have a little task based on what we've talked about. So in candle magic, I'll get you to do a little ritual with your candle and decide how it, and then you write your experiences. And then you can build on that little ritual every time. There'll be something to build onto it to craft it into a full-blown witchy ritual, with like fire and brimstone, cauldrons bubbling, incense burning, and yeah, we'll get there. Good excuse for a new journal. Always a good excuse for a new journal. If I talk about journals, though, I'm going to feel really bad. I started my tower journal and nothing's gone in it at all. But then I've been really weirdly low these past couple of months and avoided most things. And then it's only like the other week I started to write back into my ideas book for YouTube. Right. Dan. So a twist says, Dan, I think when you do the baby witch episode on using deity, magic, or ritual, you need to include your explanation of divinity as well and how it splits and branches into aspects. I will do. But I know that's not everybody believes what I believe. Some people believe, some witches believe, that the aspects of like Hecate or Artemis or Athena, I don't want to use the word real because that makes it sound like I think it's not, but they believe it's an actual individual that you can directly interact with. And that's cool if that's your belief, but I would find it difficult to work that way because that's not my belief system. No brimstone burning inside. Yes. And I live in an apartment block, so no, we can't burn brimstone. Okay, Naomi. I'm going to try and get it to be as basic as possible. So I don't believe that in witchcraft you need to go out and buy amazing rolled beeswax candles to achieve the results. You don't have to have an entire apothecary in your kitchen with all the herbs and spices that you could ever use in magic. You don't need a huge array of crystals to do anything. It doesn't. I'm going to try and make it as basic as possible because it is that baby witching series. We're not crafting a massively high magic ritual with reams and reams of prose that have to rhyme. We're going to use what we've got. There will be some herbs, but if you have to buy supplies, it'll be like you need to go and spend 50 pence at your local market for this little bit that we're going to be doing. It won't be, and for things like crystals, if we get onto like crafting ritual and like everyone, what most people ask about in magic, usually in my experience when I'm talking to people is, oh, do you have a spell to make money? Do you have a spell to be prosperous? And that's the thing, in that case, you would use something like citrine or gold or something like that, that crystal in conjunction with something else and something else and something else to craft your ritual. But why can't you use a penny or a silver coin? Why does it have to be a crystal? And we're going to try and we'll have replacements to things and to let people know how we can go about doing baby witching. Because baby witching, it needs to be on the cheap. As you get into witchcraft, you're obviously going to want to get certain supplies, and you want to going to want particular herbs, and that's when you start to amass your apothecary and amass your little. I mean, those cupboards are stuffed full of things that very rarely get used. So yeah, it's just there. So we're going to try and do it on a budget. So you might need candles, but when we do our candle, the reason we're going to do candles first is because there is a trick you can do with candles for when you do not have the color candle you want, and we'll talk about that. And again, that allows you to do baby witching on the cheap because you don't need every color candle under the rainbow. You just need one. It's obvious which one it's going to be, or two really, not two. See, I'm talking. I'm go. Okay, right. I'm giving stuff away here. Um, I love to use those birthday candles you put on cakes. They come in different colours, are inexpensive, and burn completely down in about 15 minutes. They do, and I can't talk about what you just said because that is the third line in the video. We're basically doing my video in different sections in the wrong order right now. Accessibility, it's a good thing. It is twist, definitely accessibility. Simon, Dan taught me my first spell. It was simple, powerful, and it worked. I did. And that spell I taught you was created purely from my head. So I used the knowledge that I already have had and gained and said, do this, do this, do this, do this, boom, with those intentions, and it would work. So Naomi, thank you, Dan. I have a limited amount of stuff, but it may be useful. And that's the thing, Naomi. You don't need to be buying things, or you don't need to be spending a lot of money um, to do baby witching. I know there are some videos on YouTube. I can't remember who's done them, but the people doing like dollar store and pound store witchcraft supplies. Brilliant resources like that already exist out there. So I won't be going, get this from the dollar store, but I won't be doing like hauls because there's loads of videos out there and that can give you some great ideas. And if I can find some, I will obviously credit the people who have produced these. Simon, even if you did make me set fire to a tarot deck, you can't tell a tarot community that I made you set fire to an out of print tarot deck. You can't tell people that because I'm going to get so much like hate mail now. I'm going to get trolled for that, but it worked. It did what I had to do. Al, do you combine your witchcraft with tarot? Okay, Al. I always like to do a little reading after I've done any ritual, just to see if the universe can tell me how it's going to pan out. But tarot can be used in witchcraft and in magics and in rituals. And that's another lesson that we'll be having in our baby witching series. There's a lot to come. Becca's asked Simon if he remembers their ritual. What ritual? I'm so far behind in the comments, so I will catch up eventually. But what ritual did you and Simon do? Is it the one you did in your garden? That was a good one, though, Simon. You have to admit. Oh, what the ritual that I taught Simon, that I suggested to Simon. It's a good ritual. It's a good way to get rid of things that are not wanted anymore. Oh no, I've lost things. Right, where am I going? Where am I going? Little Zen Crown says, I'm not even a witch, and this sounds like fun. And it is fun. It's really fun. Witchcraft is great. And it's also a real sense of empowerment. You feel like a badass bitch when you're a witch. So it is really fun. But it's all done with respect and love, well, usually. But we won't go into that. Butterfly Love Child says, I hope it was the one you didn't like. Are we on about what tarot or what he did what Simon? See, Simon, what have you done now? It's not gonna. How can Simon forget the rich Lady Rebecca? That was the second spell. Also worked. You know, spellcraft works when you've got your intention behind it. Um, it was, I'm trying to catch up. Okay. Oh yeah. Not much flame wars about the tarot. It was fab done. What can I say? Excited for this story. Oh, good God. I'm scrolling. Banishing ritual. Right, okay. I'm almost at the bottom of these comments. I'm so sorry. Uh, Twist uses tarot in his spellcraft all the time. Also really use damage decks. Yeah, Twist. I like that. Burning shit is awesome. Burning shit is awesome, Becca. It's the best thing ever. Um, will you be doing a baby witch video on banishing rituals? I will, but so for me, banishing ritual has to be really strong. It has to be really strong. So I wouldn't do a simple banishing ritual with just a black candle, for example. I would craft a ritual around it because you want to generate that energy, put it into it, and send it out. Um, there are some cuter, sure, some a bit more fluffy protection spells and slight banishing spells. I'm not one of those people. If bad things are happening to me and it's coming from a particular place, I'm going to get a ritual to turn all that around and send it straight back at them, which might sound a bit vindictive, but it's the way the universe works. We don't have to be victims. Um, So that's what I asked. Liz and Chrome couldn't think of it. I probably am a witch. I just haven't practiced it yet. Exactly. And not all witches do spellcraft. Some witches only do ritual around the Sabbats and the Wheel of the Year and honouring that. They don't have to do spellcraft. And you don't have to be pagan to do spellcraft. You know, lots of spells can be done without having that religious or that belief system behind you. I think they do sort of go hand in hand. Um, just going through, seeing if there's any more if I miss any questions. Yes, Twist. That is a very good point. That banishing and protection spells are a type of weapon. They are. They are a type of weapon. And that's why I feel personally you need to generate this energy. You need to build it, build it, build it to a real big crescendo, and then go off you go. Do your job, my little friend. And he does. Yes, I would like to. I have read through it. I've not tried any yet, so I'm going to have to try some not spells. But that's again basic witching, which I wasn't familiar with. So we can do that together. I want to be a bit more knowledgeable on it though, so I've got a bit of research to do on that. But yeah, not spells. I definitely want to do that. Al, you'll be very, very glad to know that in most spells, burning stuff comes into it. I burn a lot of things. A lot of things. Yeah, burning. I burn everything. So in my spell work, if there's any sort of petition, I will burn it. We burn stuff. We're witches. Is this a monthly series, Dan? So there's going to be two videos this month: the introduction and that one, this candle magic spell, candle magic lesson. And I'm either going to do it every fortnight. I'm going to try. Okay, I'm going to do it every fortnight. So every 2 weeks, we'll have a baby witching lesson every 2 weeks. And then it gives people 2 weeks and it'll be a very simple task, very, very simple task. And it'll give everyone a chance to then go away and do it. So, yeah, that's what's going to happen. So, where are we up to? So, I think I've caught up with the comments, and I think I've caught up with the questions. If I have missed any questions, please type them so I can answer them, because I want to make sure that everyone that asks a question gets an answer. While you're doing that, I'm going to have a vape. Oh, Naomi, that book is from, was it from the works? Is it this one? Oh, yes, it is. This is the one. Yeah, it's a good little book. Do you want the ISBN number, Twist? There's the ISBN number. It's a good little book, and it's a hardback, which is nice. So yes. Oh, thank you, got it because of me. It's a good little book actually, and I like stuff like that. I like basics. Basics is good. Because people try and complicate things too much, and you need to keep things at a basic level because it has to be accessible, and you can get more complicated. I mean, I can talk about ritual and magic for hours and the symbolism that comes into everything, but I'm not great with astrology. So do you remember the sigil that I showed you in relation to my prosperity spell? I didn't realise that that was the astrological symbol for Jupiter, and Jupiter is one of his. He ties in with abundance. I'm doing a prosperity ritual. Abundance makes sense. So, yeah, it's all about the symbolism, and we'll talk about that. Yeah, not spells. We're gonna do not spells because I want to do some. So, do we have any more questions? Am I up to date? Any more? Sorry, I'm entertaining myself, looking at myself, making my eyes move. Have I got all the questions? Keep it simple, straightforward. I don't think that's the phrase. I thought it was keep it simple, stupid. Well, that's what I was taught when I was in the army. So they obviously might make things a little bit ruder. Um, Airport stories. I don't have any airport stories really. Nothing particularly exciting. Just boring work stuff. When does it start? So I'll tell you. I'm going to put up the first video. So it's probably going to be, oh God, that's going to be really close when the moon box arrives. It'll be at the end of next week. Have I seen any ghosts? No, I haven't seen any ghosts at the airport, but I regularly get the smell of a dead body in a particular area. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. That's all I can give you at the moment with relation to that. Um, are you on about have I seen any ghosts at the airport, or have I seen any ghosts ever? Dan, are you coming to Glastonbury? Possibly. That's my answer at the moment. Possibly. I don't know. I haven't booked anywhere to stay yet. And I know that if I do, I have a car, so it's not the end of the world, you know. I can, even if I'm a little bit far out, I can still drive. So, yeah, airport, Dan. There's no interesting airport stories at all, really. No, none. It's been very dull. It's the winter. Nothing happens over the winter. Um, yeah, and my job's really boring. It's loaded. It's meeting aircraft, taking the bags off, putting the bags on, sending it off. You know, it's very, very boring. That would be great if you could go Glastonbury, Dan. I want to go to Glastonbury. Um, I just in a, I'm just. I don't want to book anything yet. There's a lot going on at the moment, um, so I don't want to book anything yet. Um, I'm sure I'll sort something out. It's in August, isn't it? Is it August? I'm sure it's August. A big change from being above it. Yeah, it is. It's much more. Well, it's much more less. It's a less stressful life now. Um, but yeah, it's been a bit weird. The past couple of weeks, I've been feeling a bit flat ever since New Year, really. And I don't know whether that's because it's a new year or it's just dark and miserable, and I work outside, so it's cold and wet and horrid. Um, so, okay, let's talk about that. Butterfly Love Child has just said that Mercury returns direct after the 9th. Better to wait for travel planning. This whole Mercury retro, because I'm not into astrology at all. Um, I don't know much at all about astrology. What is this issue with Mercury retrograde? Is that why I've been feeling crap? What is the issue with Mercury in retrograde? And what does that even mean? Is he sat there like doing like mathematics, like trigonometry or something? I don't understand what this retrograde thing is. Can somebody please explain it to me? Because I don't get it. Depends on where it is in on your natal chart. I don't know what a natal chart is. Mercury rules communication and travel and such. So why does the witchy community go into meltdown when it's Mercury retrograde? It appears to be moving in reverse. What in the sky? See, this is like I need to like learn. Somebody needs to teach me like astrology 101 because this is just making my brain go, I don't understand. And when it's in retrograde, take longer to it take you'll have to decide. Oh, okay. But I still don't understand. So are we on about Mercury as in the actual planet in the solar system? So it from Earth, when you're looking at it, it looks to be going backwards instead of the way it should be going. Is that what we're talking about when we're talking about Mercury? Or we're on about like we are okay. Right. This is so confusing. Yes, the planet. This is why Dan has never ventured into astrology. Um, it's all a bit confusing. It's just an illusion. But then if it's just an illusion, if it's just an illusion, why is everyone going mental over it? I don't understand astrology. Very confusing. So we won't be using astrology in our Big Witches series because I don't know anything about it. I'm looking absolutely terrible tonight. I don't look great. I can explain better out of this forum. I'm sorry. Don't apologise. Don't apologise at all. I definitely need to do. I would like to know a bit more because that sigil has Jupiter on in relation to abundance. It makes sense to me. That aspect makes sense to me in ritual and spellcraft. And I think because I now know that, it's going to make it much more intense. So I do want to know. So astrology, I need somebody needs to do an astrology 101 uh, thing, like video series. Because I'm going to do baby witching, someone has to do baby astrology or astrology in. I don't know who's going to do it, but someone should. Um, I read my horoscope, Becca. I only read Mystic Meg in the paper. Is she still alive? Is Mystic Meg still alive? I thought she died. I'm sure she's dead. Does anyone know if Mystic Meg's dead? I'm sure she's died. So, we're coming up to 50 minutes. Oh, you just used her as an example, so she might actually be dead, poor woman. um, we're coming up to 50 minutes. I was going to get off at 8:30 so I can order some food. I've been really lazy today. I'm going to order some food um, for dinner because I'm so tired. So tired. So yeah, any more questions? I'm so sorry, my brain is not kicking in. She's alive. She's 74. Oh, wow. Who am I thinking of that died then? I don't know. It's weird, isn't it, when you hear pe names of famous people that you've not heard from for a while, like Mystic Meg or like Noel Edmonds. Is he still alive? You have that thought of, is that person still alive or is that person dead? Because so many famous people have died recently. Um, I don't know if that's like a normal thing, but there's been a lot of celebrity deaths over the last 2 years. Um, but yeah, I'm glad she's still alive, bless her. She was on the National Lottery. I remember that. I was a kid when she was there. And she'd sit there for this crystal ball on the National Lottery. She wouldn't predict the numbers, but she would like give like mystical advice. Um, Especially in 2016. Is that when they all died? What date? 2020. Oh my goodness, it's going so fast. I don't like the fact time is speeding up the older I get. I don't know why that happens. Right. Oh, yeah. One thing I haven't told you about in the last few minutes. So, if we all remember back to Simon from the Hermit's Cave, his Throwback Thursday series that he does. See, give you a little bit of a plug there, Simon. He did the Modern Spellcasters Tarot uh, on a Throwback Thursday a couple of weeks ago now. I think 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago now, and I ordered it. And it arrived. It arrived a couple of days ago. Oh no, last week before I started my sets of days, and I'm really glad. But I've not even opened it. It's still in the packaging, the cellophane. I've not opened it yet. Um, but yeah, I can't wait to get into that and have a good look through, read the book. I'm really excited. So I'll open that at some point. It just seems like there's low. It feels like I've got no time at the moment, but then, um, sorry, I'm really not with it this evening, and my head's still hurting. It feels like I've got no time at the moment to do anything. Do an unboxing, okay. I'm obviously not going to do one now, but I'll do an unboxing and a first impressions because I think I ordered it by the time we got to the Emperor card. I think the Emperor card is what pushed it for me, or was it the Devil card? One of them. It was very early in the deck, and I was like, "Yep, bye," boom, and it arrived. um, so okay, right. Do you guys have? It's coming up to the hour, and I'm not feeling 100%. I'm afraid. I'm gonna get a takeaway ordered. I'm gonna get a Chinese takeaway ordered Monday. Oh no! I've got a horrible feeling they're not open on Monday. Right, this is really bad because if I can't order a Chinese, I don't know what I'm going to do. Hang on. I think. Okay, so I've just gone in and I'm going to order the same thing I ordered last week because it was delicious and I'm really hungry. And it's going, your order. Also, I just hit order again. And it's come up with. Right, that is way too bright. How are you going to see what's on my phone? I can't believe I'm actually showing you my food order. So it's come up with the food and the option to go to checkout at the bottom. So I'm thinking, if I'm able to go to checkout, I should be able to order. So, right, 1 second. So I've got for a mixed starter, duck in plum sauce, egg fried rice, and a can of fizzy Vimto. Go to payment. Right, let's put in the right address, Dan. 3 Millside apartment. Oh, I'm just getting fucking oh. Who we got in the room? We haven't got any trolls, have we? Because I've just accidentally said my address on. I'm gonna have to edit that out. Right, are you able to edit lives after they've gone up? Because I'm gonna have to cut that out at some point. Like, somebody answer that question while I finish ordering my food because I'm so not with it. This is what happens when Dan gets a migraine. Um, as soon as possible, note. I'm not going to read what I'm typing because it's directions of how to get to my apartment from the car park. Sorry about this. I'm just ordering my food. Yep. Apple Pay. Right. It's processing now. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Let's place the order. Right. Sorry. Um. So. But Becca's waiting for a pizza to arrive. Littles and Crow. A can of fizzy what? Okay. Vimto is a soft drink that was produced in Manchester. and is very, very popular all over the UK. You can get it in concentrate, where you add it to water. You can get it, and that's flat or still. You can get sparkling Vimto, which is carbonated, and get in big bottles. You can get it in cans. So I've got a can of fizzy Vimto. It's like a mixed fruit drink. It's really good. Um, drum roll. Will it work? Will what work, Debbie? Done right out. Sam, I'm sending a box of human waste to you in the post. No, don't do that. Well, I totally missed it. I didn't see it. Read them out and get yourself a lovely little stalker down. No, butterfly, I accidentally said the first line of my address. Um, I might send you books. Oh, yum, your order. I know, and my order, I love duck and plum sauce. It's so tasty, but I'm really fussy with it. Luckily, I found a good takeaway, that a good Chinese takeaway that do amazing duck and plum sauce. So I've got that with some egg fried rice and a mixed starter, which has got a rib, prawn toast, wonton, all that type of good stuff. Oh, the address wasn't on my order, but oh, I'm confused. Oh, drumroll. Oh. Migraine Dan is not good to be around. Um, I look terrible and I feel terrible. So I was going to go into Robin's live at 9 o'clock, but my head's like, oh, I might sit in the living room in the dark on the sofa with a blanket and put Downton Abbey on, which is my total comfort TV is Downton Abbey. It's like a hug on the television. And it's on Amazon Prime. So yeah. Oh, Becca, Al told you about Uber Eats. I've got Uber Eats. So I've got the Uber Eats app, the Just Eat app, and the Deliveroo app. I've got a new app which I recently got called Too Good to Go, and it's about reducing food waste. So at the end of the evening, when restaurants or supermarkets have got stuff that they have to throw away, about 45 minutes, an hour before it's got due to get thrown away, they'll list it on Too Good to Go, and you can get like 12, 15 pounds worth of food for like 2, 3, £4. Really, really, really good app. I've not used it yet, but my friends have, and they said they did it at Toby Carvery, which is a carvery restaurant. And after so many hours of the food, after about an hour of the food being out, they have to throw it. Because it's a buffet style carvery, and you just help yourself, so they have to throw it out. And at that point, they box it up, and you can get it on Too Good to Go, and you're paying nothing for the food that you're getting. It's amazing, as long as you're not too fussy and you're open to whatever it's going to be, because it's a surprise. So it's really cool, good, a really cool, app. Right, we'll come up to the hour. Does anybody have any more questions? I feel like this has been such a sketchy live all over the place with my migraine brain. It's been fun. It has been fun. I'm sorry that I'm not 100%. Um, I'm gonna go and make a infusion. Oh yes, we do. We do need to get together very soon. You need to come to Manchester. Come to Manchester, and we'll go on a metaphysical shop hunt. Because I've not actually visited any in Manchester yet. So we can go on a metaphysical hunt. Thank you, Al. I will. If it's a migraine, it'll be over in about 12. It generally takes 12 to 16 hours for me to get over a migraine. Um, it's not intensified since I've been doing the live, so hopefully this is the level it's going to stay at, but we will soon see. Oh, the summit, if not Glastonbury, of course. Okay, guys. On that note, I take him to Canal Street. I will. Do you know what? I would take you all out on Canal Street. It is the best place in the world. Um, it is so much fun, and we could go to all the cool bars. Oh, we won't go to the horrible bars. We'll go to the nice bars that I go to, and see the cool drag acts, and go clubbing, and have chips, cheese, and gravy, sat outside the chippy, and yeah. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for this evening. I've had a lovely time, even though I don't feel amazing. But I will see you all very, very soon. In the next 2 weeks, so by the 14th, the first video definitely will be out, which is only going to be a very short, like 5-minute introduction. And I'm hoping to have I'll film the other video on Candle Magic at the same time. So look forward to that, and I can't wait to see you all soon. But on that note, take care and have a lovely evening. Bye bye.